Joey's 31 Days of Horror.
Hi, I'm Joey Hollywood, and welcome to another edition of my 31 Days of Horror. Today's review is for Day of the Dead. Now, this is directed by George A. Romero, and this is his third in a series of Living Dead films. This, however, is my favorite of those three movies. He has since directed more Living Dead films, but I really consider this to be the main trilogy, and the newer ones we just sort of ignore. Like Star Wars. Now, from what I understand, a lot of people didn't like this movie when it came out, and frankly, I'm kind of surprised. Because this movie has everything I love about 80s horror movies. It has great effects, some really over-the-top acting that's just great, and it has that signature mark of George Romero, where he has a horror story, but the characters feel real, which is something that especially now has been lost in the horror genre. I feel for these characters a lot more than I have felt for any other characters in even just normal movies. On top of the great effects, the movie is supported by a great cast and a decent story. It's not just zombies are trying to get in and they have to get from point A to point B. This film contains one of the best jump scares ever. Now, personally, I hate jump scares. I call them cheap scares. They suck. But there are very few movies where I think they're very well placed and timed. A lot of John Carpenter movies do them well. I think one of the best ones was Wait Until Dark. But this movie has a terrific jump scare. And I don't want to give it away, but it's freaking awesome. One of the things that really makes this movie for me is this character known as Bub. If I could have a pet zombie, it would be Bub. Bub is probably one of the most awesome zombies ever. I mean, the mere idea of domesticating a zombie and having it as a focal point in a zombie movie, I would think that'd be dumb. But for some reason, I really grew attached to Bub in this film. A lot of people consider him to be this stupid, pointless character. A lot of people that didn't like it, they didn't like it because of Bub. But for some reason, Bub was one of the things that made me like this film so much. All in all, this is one of my favorite zombie movies, if not the favorite. If you're thinking about picking up this movie, which I highly suggest you do, I would recommend the one from Shout Factory or Scream Factory. Now, there is a Blu-ray release, but I have the DVD, and I'm sure the Blu-ray is much better, but the DVD was all I could find at the time, and it's amazing. I love it. It's better than the last release I had, and I suggest you pick it up if you like zombie movies or just like stuff. Thanks for watching my review of Day of the Dead. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it enlightening. Please like my FacialBook page, stalk me on the Twitter, and I'll see you tomorrow with an all-new review.